One Piece chapter 517, right? I'm going to give you guys a Ric Flair reference to describe the end of this, okay? And Sanji would totally react like this. Sanji's going to kill Luffy when he finds out what happened. Ric Flair. Alright, see, hold on. I'm thirsty. I got to control my thirst after what I just saw right here. So hold on. Let me take a sip. Space Mountain. The oldest ride known to man and the longest ride. Woo! That's wow. Do you know how many people would kill to be in Luffy's space right now? You can't believe that, man. Totally cannot believe that Luffy, of all people, ends up there. And it's so cool the fact that, we get the backstory, and I like this. I'm a mythology geek, so I totally love this, but basically, you got the Gorgon sisters. And at first, when I read it a few chapters back, I'm going, is Oda trying to do the Medusa thing? And I was like, nah, there's no way. And then we find out when one of the girls is like, well, why do we have to evacuate the castle when Boa Hancock takes the bath? I don't understand. It's because she's got those eyes on her back like Medusa has the snakes. And if you look in her eyes, you get turned into stone. The eyes on her back, if you look at it, so, I totally understand it, and it's pretty cool, the fact that Oda did do that. A direct reference to Medusa, who, wait for it, is a Gorgon. That's totally cool. I highly suggest looking up the Medusa myth and just looking up some of that, with Jason, the Argonauts. It's really cool, and I'm about to brush up on that myself just to see how much Oda borrows from that when it comes to the whole thing with Boa Hancock. But what I love about Boa Hancock is the silliness is there, and that's why I'm like, we need her to join the crew, man. I don't know how that happens, but we need her to join the crew, because I could totally see somebody in the Straw Hats doing this, where, they're like, oh yeah, she's looking down on you so much that she's actually looking up. That's Luffy. Luffy's the same guy who was asleep and was eating while he was asleep, man. And in the SB corner, even the voice actress for Luffy says when she does Luffy's voice, because he's always eating and speaking with his mouth full, she does the same thing when she records his vocals. So I thought that was pretty cool. And again, just the silliness factor is there. And the other thing, she just flips that switch back and forth the same way Nami does. Like, I'm really enjoying her character, man. It's like she's got the funny aspects of Nami, and yet at the same time, I know a lot of people are like, I can't believe that Nami hits Luffy. It's abuse. I don't like this bitch. Like, okay, I get it. It's a shonen trope. You don't care for it. It's funny as fuck. Okay, when you see that big old lump on Luffy's head because she knocked some sense into him. And I could see Boa Hancock doing the same thing because she's got that same switch in her. She's got the same switch. Like when the former Empress, Gloriosa, when she tells her, like, look, you have to keep up the treaty because those Navy people use that technology. They can come closer to the island and it keeps the Neptunians away. And you're the only thing that's protecting the island. She says, well, if I destroy the island on a whim, they'll forgive me because I'm beautiful. And then she proceeds to throw her out the window. A fragile old lady. Like, that's completely nuts that she does that. And then she turns around and she says, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. And she's got the puppy dog eyes. It's so crazy how she can flip the switch like that. It's funny. But at the same time, she's dangerous. And that's where I got like a little hesitation of like maybe she should join Luffy's crew, because it's like she could wreck the whole Straw Hat pirate crew on a whim. This woman is completely dangerous, and yet she's the type of crazy that you need with Luffy, because Luffy's just as fucking crazy. So that's going to be interesting to see those two interacting. We're getting in the next chapter, and Luffy, I call it Luffy logic. Luffy's like, important people live in really big houses, really high up. I'll just go to the tallest building and find whoever's in charge of this place, tell them let me borrow their ship because I can't navigate it. I'll end up being lost. And I like how what we're seeing with Luffy is continuing to grow. Like when, I think it was the Davy Back fight where he says like, I can't do a bunch of things. That's why I have my crew. He's like, I can't navigate without Nami. I told you, Nami is a real MVP. Nico Robin can't navigate. She be spending all the time reading the books and stuff, trying to figure out how to steer the ship. Like, that's what Nico Robin's good for, reading and using her hands. Nami gets stuff done. But this is what's cool, man. This was cool. Luffy says, I'll just find this one pirate ship and I'll just ask for help. And they'll take me where I need to go. And this is the thing. Luffy does not know that Ace is going to be set to be executed in a week. Boa Hancock has to be there. And it looks like they need all the warlords there in order to bring down Whitebeard. So it tells you how strong Whitebeard is. The fact that you needed 7 crocodiles, basically, to defeat Whitebeard. And they're trying to draw him out. So it also goes back to this. Did Shanks foresee a scenario like this? If he did, it shows you how observant Shanks is. And the fact that he's playing chess while Whitebeard is playing checkers. But if that's the case, Boa Hancock could be Luffy's way to getting to Ace. And we could see these two team up because on one hand, she does need to defend her island because that treaty. But at the same time, if she doesn't go, they're going to try and attack the island. So maybe she needs to send a message. So maybe these two could link up that way. But I just like the fact that after they get there and Boa Hancock completely asks, like, well, what's the big deal? Why aren't the guards there? And now she knows they were lying to her. So now we're going to see the fallout of Luffy being on the island because they said they're chasing the monkey, which is a nice pun because you got Monkey D. Luffy. So that's going to be really interesting to see that. But my chapter question to you guys is how many woos would you have to use if you were in Luffy's position? Me? I don't know, man. Like I said, I had to get me some, I had to get something to drink, you know, because shit, you know, sit down with the rice wine and I have to shit. Hold on. Woo! But as always, guys, like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Have